Greetings. In this video, I am going to tell you something about software project management. If you are asking me about whether the software project management is different from other project management, the basic question is there is some slight changes. Definitely is there. Okay. Now, what is a project? A project is a planned activity. So, whenever a software is being done, the software requirement phase, we have seen that there is something called planning. Software development life cycle has undergoes some specific phase called planning phase. Okay. Here there is some small things that are to be considered whenever we are coming for software project management. The software project management plays a very vital role, and it undergoes some set of 10 operations when it comes for planning. The first operation is identifying the project scope and objective. Okay. In this, it mainly looks for what are the objective, why we are going for that particular project, what is the need of that project. Okay. It should establish a project authority. We have to establish a project authority. We have to identify the stakeholders. We have to modify the objectives if based on the analysis that is being made from the stakeholders. We have to establish the methods of communication with all the parties, all the stakeholders, and all the party members, all the persons who are all involved in the work. All these activities are to be considered. Okay. The next one is the identifying the project infrastructure. Identifying the project infrastructure in the sense where we are actually going to develop this particular project, where it is going to get implemented. Okay. These things are to be considered. It should establish the relationship between the project and the strategic planning. It should identify the installation of standards and the procedures. It should identify the project team organization. These are the three things that are to be considered whenever we are going for planning. The third one is the analyzing the project characteristics. Okay, analyzing the project characteristics. While analyzing the project characteristics, we have to look for distinguishing the project as well as the objective from the product driven. We should analyze the other project characteristics. We should identify the high level project risks that are available in execution of the project. We have to take the account of user requirements. The user requirements is the foremost thing that is to be considered, and we have to select the general life cycle approach that reduces the complexity. We have to review the overall resource estimates. What are the budget that is being planned for the execution of the project, whether the budget is in line with what we have planned. If it is crossing the limits, we have to check what are the things that we can cut short. All those things are to be considered whenever we are going for this project characteristic analysis. The fourth one is identifying the project products and the activities. In this phase, we have to identify and describe the project products, including the quality. Okay. The quality is being considered as foremost criteria whenever we are going for some software development life cycle, because once the software is being found to be quality, all the other things will be in line. If the product quality, the software quality is not there, then the entire product that is being developed by the software will be useless. Okay. And in this phase, we have to document the generic product flows. We have to identify and describe the project flows. We have to recognize the project instances. We have to produce the ideal activity network. We have to modify the ideal to take the account and give the stages and checkpoints. What are the points to be considered as the benchmarking, where we have to do some checking activity. Okay. And the next come is we have to go for estimate the effort of each activity. We have to estimate the efforts. We have to carry out the bottom up estimates. We have to review the plan to create some controllable activities. Okay. Next one, identifying the activity risk. Identifying the activity risk actually involves identifying and quantifying the activity based risk, planned risks reduction, and it should adjust the plans and estimates the account of risks that are to be considered. Next one, the allocating the resources. Identifying and allocating resources is the foremost thing. Review plans and estimates are the second thing that are to be considered. And the last one is the publishing plan with review. It should consider the review quality aspects of the project plan. We should have the documentation, and we have to get the agreement from the end user where the project will be used, and what are the things that are to be revoked whenever we are going for some updations in the future. All these things are to be considered. So here, whenever we are going for some software project management, the project manager role is very, very important. If the project manager is the person who actually interacts with the end user, he has to identify what is the actual requirement of the end user. If the project manager understands what the end user actually expects, he can instruct the same thing to his team members, and the same thing can be carried out as an execution part. If the project manager fails somewhere, if he is not able to understand what the end user actually expects, the outcome of the product will have the impact what he has missed. Okay, so the project manager work is very important in whenever we are going for software development life cycle. Okay, and software project management actually looks for the other activities apart from planning. It has to look for what are the criteria is being considered as the benchmarking. Benchmarking is something that is fixed as a point in which the quality aspects and the quantity aspects are being cross verified or checked. The verification and validation is being carried out periodically, and the lean process is also to be considered. So lean in the sense, whenever we are doing some software development in any software industry, and with the help of this software project management, we can look for the other activities that are carried out without any need. Those activities can be cut down, and only the needed part can be carried out. That is called the lean process. Okay, a project that is being developed is to be agile. Okay, it should be free from errors, it should be good, it should meet the needs of the end user, it should be good in all aspects. Okay, so whenever a good software project management team with the same set of strategy that is being adapted in an international standard organization is followed, the software product developed with the help of those standards and procedures will have some good impact with the end user. Thank you.